Hey everybody, it's your boy Pluto Killer here on P.K.TV. Today we're going to be doing a small review on a mobile game called Fate Grand Order. If you're familiar with Moon Type, or Fate Moon rather, and the different games and whatnot that they have released. I mean, the biggest one that everyone knows about is Fate Stay Night, the anime, and Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works. You also have the visual novels that came out beforehand, and overall it's been a wonderful franchise. Now, with Fate Grand Order, it still follows the same concept of Master the Servant. This plays like most card games where you collect cards, you advance them, build them and whatnot, and go from there. Now, what we're going to do is that we're going to cover these icons down here at the bottom. This first one here is where you go to build your team. Alright, so let's go ahead and get over here. You have your party, you have the master, which is you, and then the cards. This one shows all the cards that you have. You can flip here between your craft essences and your servants, which are over here. Alright, and along with the servants you have all the different cards, and I'll go over these cards in detail a little bit later. Alright, so let's go ahead and back out. This is where you would set up your party. As you see, you got a cost here. This cost increases by level, so when you first start off, your cost is very minimal. You're able to use a few cards. You'll be using bronze cards most likely until you get enough points to where you can start using silver cards or even gold cards. They have a star ranking system, 1 being the weakest, 5 being the strongest. And the card that you get initially to start off with is your shielder. She has no cost. She is the main story character, so you won't be able to get rid of her, but you will be able to replace her if you don't want her in your lineup. Honestly, at no cost, you should have her in your lineup because she's a great support character to have around. Alright, now as you see with this is that you have costs. So you have your base costs for your card, and then you have your base costs for the craft essence that you put in. Your craft essences help out with your attack, your HP, or both in some senses. So we can go ahead and exit out of here, and we'll go on to the next one here. The second icon will bring you over to this screen here. This is where you can level up, ascend, and level up skills. So this one, as you can see, it says in English what they're for. So with the servants, of course, you can go in here. This first spot here, you would put your servant card that you want to level up, and you get to see all the cards here as you get to go pick them out. Now, key thing to keep in mind is that each one has an icon that tells you what type of card they are. With that in mind, you get bonus XP if you match them with that said card type. So let's see. So for instance, down here I have 2 saber, 1, 2, 3 lancer. I have an additional lancer. You have 1 caster and 2 berserker types. So what we could do, let's go ahead and level up a lancer. Alright, so you pick your lancer, it puts his card there first. Then you go ahead and we'll go through and pick the cards to level it up. Now, if you notice, it's going to have 2 things here. You have your XP, and then you have your QP. Your QP is like your money. This is how much XP it takes to level. So now if you notice, if I select something that's not of that card type, I get 1000 XP. But if I select that card type, I get 1200. The cost remains the same at 920. And the cost remains the same regardless of what card that I pick. Now keep that in mind for leveling purposes. You want to use the smaller ones first, but you also want to try to use the big ones as well, since it'll cost less while you do it. This is really good in helping you out starting out and whatnot. So let's go ahead and get these in. Now, you can use other cards as fodder. All right. It all depends on what you want to do. I'm not really interested in keeping another Lancer around. I should, but I want to go ahead and use him for leveling up. Now, you see, I'm getting 19,200 XP. It only costs 5,900 to level. We're going to go ahead and do this. As you see, needed 5,900 to level. We're going to get a couple of levels out of it. If I would have had one more, I probably could have gotten 3 levels. Now, when you're going through and selecting confirm or to cancel, left is cancel, right is confirm on all screens. And then you get a nice little sequence like this. Alright, so now that we leveled, we're going to go ahead and exit out of here. So it showed you how much his HP, attack had increased, also his level. It tells you how much you need to level him up again. So that way, if we were to go in here, it'll show that same number right here. That's how much XP we would need to get 1 level. Now, Ascension. This is key for characters that hit a level cap. So as you notice, 35 of 50, the silvers are 30, and the bronze are 25. Well, once we hit that level cap, they have stages of Ascension where they can gain more levels. That's where these grayed out stars come into play at. So there's 4 levels of Ascension. Each level of Ascension will give you basically another set of levels that you can level up your character. This is how you can get them stronger, and you can get away with having a whole set of bronze characters by ascending each one and getting them to the point where they're pretty strong. They'll be able to get you pretty far in the game. Of course, everybody wants to have the gold ones, and I'll be honest with you, the rate of roll on the golds are very low. Just to keep in mind. Now, for your skill, if you have a character that's ready to skill up, let me go back and show you. If you have anything that's ready for a skill up, an Ascension, or even a Noble Phantasm rank up, it'll say how many are available. It'll be an orange ball with a number in the middle. The only one that has a different meaning is the Noble Phantasm, because it goes by multiples of 2. Multiples of 2 because it requires the original card and the secondary card in order to rank up your Noble Phantasm. And of course, your craft essence is just like the servant. You select a card, it has ranks of Ascension, and the way how you ascend these cards is that you just select the card and then you select its copy, and then you use them for XP together, and then it'll go ahead and give you an Ascension on it. So this one maxed out at 20 before, now it goes up to 35. This one was I believe it went to 30, and then it goes to 45 or 40, so on and so forth. Let's see, do I have another 5-star around here? It doesn't look like it. Yeah, I do, right here. Oh, so it went to 20 and then 40. All right, so that's enough with that. We're gonna go ahead and go to the next tab here. This is where the magic happens. This is where you get your cards. Now, if you notice, it says that it takes 4 Saints Quartz in order to roll 1 Grand Summon. It also takes 40 to get you 10. Now, sometimes they'll have events where you can get these cards at a discounted rate. If you roll for 10, sometimes they'll do 10% off. Right now, what they're doing is they're saying that for until midnight on the 7th, Japanese server time, they'll go ahead and allow a higher chance to get 5-star servants or craft essences. Same thing with this one, but they boosted it out until the 13th. This is the one that you get from friendship points right here. So one roll will get you for 200 friend points. You earn friend points by making friends in game. And honestly speaking, when you get to doing missions, you'll be able to select the person, add them as a friend. 9 times out of 10, they add you as a friend right back. So you'll be able to go ahead and keep playing and earning friend points that way. This is a good way to get fodder for making XP, or if you decide to go the bronze route, you can go ahead and get you some fairly decent cards here. You'll get bronze, 1 to 3 star servants and 1 to 3 star craft essences, along with XP rank ups. This tab right here, this tab right here is where you would go purchase separate items for certain things in game. So if you wanted to sell your cards off, you would go here to burn them. 9 times out of 10, you don't need to sell any of them. They'll have their purpose one way or another. Mana prisms, which is this item right here. You can purchase certain things with them. And as you go through, you see like you can get certain craft essences. They have bags. You can get these tokens, which will allow you to go ahead and roll for a 3 to 5 star card. This is XP cards, so on and so forth. I need to get 6 more of them so I can find out what's in this bag. Alright, so we back out. Sync quartz. Now they got 2 separate sync quartz here. I need to figure out what this one is. Let's see. Nothing on the screen for now. Alright, so craft essence, if you click here, it'll tell you, hey, you can go ahead for 1 Saints Quartz, you can go ahead and make the space go from 55 to 60. Do you want to confirm yes or no? So we're going to say no for now. Same thing with the servant, it'll bring up the same thing. Hey, you want to go for 1 Saints Quartz, you can go from 55 to 60. We'll say no, because I honestly don't let my cards go over beyond that. Now, this game is free to play. You can do everything on this game absolutely free. They have events where they give you sync quartz on a regular basis. They give you different card types, all kinds of things. If you're in a hurry and you really want to get stuff done, click on that. This is where you buy Saints Quartz. Okay. Honestly, I can't remember what these 3 options are for, but here's where you would buy the Saints Quartz. So you have 1, they give you 1 for 120 yen. That breaks down to like a little under $1 US. If you buy 4, they give you 1 free. If you buy 12, they give you 4 free, so on and so forth. And you know, it just keeps going on through here. Once when you decide which one you want to buy, you select it, and then it'll bring up your Google information. We're going to go ahead and say nah. Go ahead and exit out. And then whenever there's an event, you click on that first one and it'll show you all the event items that you could buy in game from there. Alright, so let's see. Friends. Oh man, I missed all kinds of friend requests, didn't I? Oh, these are friends that I have. Damn it, I messed up. Alright, whatever y'all do, don't do that. This is to remove your friend, I forgot. So let's see, that's this pane. This next pane is empty. And this is how you get your friend ID. So if anyone wants to add me as a friend, this is my ID right here. You go ahead and put that in this box right up here. Hit this button and it'll go ahead and add me as a friend. So I messed up and I removed a friend. Oh well. Now, once we go over here, this is something that I'm very unfamiliar with. The only thing that I know of is to scroll down here and select this icon. This is so that you can bind your account. This is the only way that you're going to be able to bind your account to move it to another device so that you can play again. All right. So what'll happen is that when you select this, it's going to ask you to put in a password. You go ahead and put in a password, put in that same password, hit this button, and then after you hit that button, a code will pop up on the screen. It is case sensitive. That is a code that you would need to put into the next device, and the password that you put in on this screen, you put it in that device, and then it'll transfer all the information from this one to the next one. So that way you can continue playing. That's pretty much it. Other than that, these are all the quests that you can do over here. You'll be able to, this is an event that's going on right now. If I select this, these are dailies. You can go through here, get Saints Quartz. You get other items. This is gear for your master that you play as, and you know, just all kinds of cool stuff that are over here. This is my secondary account. My main account does not have any 5-star characters whatsoever, where this one has 2. So if you did enjoy the little tutorial, by all means, do let me know. I'll be more than glad to answer them for you to the best of my capabilities. If not, I'll go ahead and point you to where they can be answered. By all means, do take care, enjoy your day, and hope to see you all later. All right,